Hey, what's happening? I just want to chit chat a little bit with the folks who ancestors got off the same boats with my ancestors. That's my people. We haven't got a chance to do this in a while. Been kind of busy doing stuff, but today though, I got a little bit of time. I want to know if we are satisfied or still, are we happy with the selection that we made for our president? Now, I know y'all sensitive about y'all president or whatever. So that's really why I haven't really been coming on here, because people get pissed off when you say the wrong stuff, or not even the wrong stuff that they don't like. But I normally don't care about that or whatever, but you know, I don't want to lose friends or whatever, but based on my political views. But the thing about it is this though, we band together to put this president in. The thing is, I don't see how we didn't see this coming beforehand, because I think we talked about it beforehand, about this dude's history of lying, about just all of this stuff. And now we like, 2 years deep into this presidency, and I want to know if black folks and even some of my white liberal friends are happy with the way things are going in this country. And I want to say this too: the level of quietness is mind-boggling. I don't think I've ever used that before. It's mind-boggling. I'm gonna use it today. It's mind-boggling that we are quiet about the level of BS. I'm gonna say BS. I'm gonna try to keep it PG. I'm gonna try not to cuss too much. But if I get carried away and I cuss, then forgive me. But the thing about it, I used to say that George W. Bush was the worst president that I've ever seen in my lifetime. And then after that was Ronald Reagan. But man, I think Joe Biden is the worst effing president we ever had, at least in the last 60 years, 70 years. Now, gas prices is at an all-time high. Food prices is at an all-time high. They just said the other day that they was going up on interest rates or whatever for cars and home loans. It's just, crime is through the roof. And the level of quietness, nobody's saying nothing about it. I mean, you might complain about the gas price or whatever, but I just remember when Trump was embarrassing his family and embarrassing himself, saying dumb stuff all over the TV every other day. And we deemed him racist. We spoke out about it. We said he was dumb, spoke out about it, incompetent, spoke out about it. That he was reckless with the way he came out of the hospital with COVID the same day. We spoke out about that. Why are we quiet though when it comes to Joe Biden and this current regime? Why are we quiet about this? I mean, the thing is, I'm the first dude. If I said something wrong, if I do something wrong, I don't have no issue with acknowledging, man, I messed up. You know, I effed up. But I just feel like us as a people are so in such a stronghold with this Democratic Party that we ride whatever BS that they present. Now, Joe Biden, when he ran for president, he made a bunch of promises. He made promises to black folks. He made promises to the DACA people. He made promises to a lot of demographics. As soon as he got in, everything that was built by the two previous presidencies started to decline. And the thing is, they blaming everything on this war. And the thing about this war, they blamed gas prices, but I have a memory like an elephant when it comes to long-term stuff. And as soon as this guy took control, gas prices started going up. I think it was $3 at least by the time the war even started. You know what I'm saying? I remember inflation started going up before the war started. They had ships out in the ocean unable to be offloaded because they said that there were a shortage of dock workers because of COVID. I believe it was the excuse or whatever, which resulted in a shortage of goods on the shelves, which drove up the price of the goods that were available on the shelves. Inflation started before the war. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to tell us, because we gullible. We believe everything that they say. Do your own research. And my thing is this, though. Because I know my people. We going to run out and rally behind this incompetent, senile mother effer again. Now, they trying to pull the wool over our eyes. They doing that hat trick BS. We got, our country is in a messed up state, but they put on prime time TV this January 6th proceeding. I don't care about that, man. What y'all gonna do about this gas? What y'all gonna do about this inflation? Yeah, whoever ran up in the God dog it, the state capital, the country, the capital, whoever ran up in the capital, they need to be dealt with. But I don't need to see that on prime time TV. But see, it's entertainment. And the thing about us is we love to be entertained. And the thing about entertainment is this. They enter your mind. Contain your attention. Maintain your attention while they're doing something else. The etymological root of the word entertain, they enter your mind. Capture it, contain your thoughts, maintain your attention while they are doing other stuff behind the scenes. Be careful about all the entertainment. We always want to be entertained. We don't want to pay attention. We don't read a book. We're not looking to research stuff for ourselves. All we want to do is laugh and be entertained. And we need to break that. But the thing about it is that we have gotten too comfortable in this country where the government, the news, the evening news can come tell us anything. The TV programming programs our minds, is programming us to think a certain way so that other things can be accepted. They program, they condition, brainwash with this TV programming that we watch and the stuff that we entertain ourselves with. So be careful about that too. But the thing is, my question is this. As we prepare to celebrate this Juneteenth weekend, Black people, are y'all still happy with the decisions y'all made when rallying together to get Joe Biden, and they used Kamala Harris' ass to get the black female vote? Or no, not even the black female vote, just to get the female vote. They used her because they don't let this lady do nothing. And I don't think I blame them, because when they put her in charge of that border situation and she fumbled the ball, I wouldn't trust her to walk my dogs. Because every time she get on TV to say something, she hadn't done her research. I don't know. I just don't trust her to do nothing. And I understand why they don't trust her to do nothing. She really was putting nothing. I'm not going to get into that situation that she was in charge of in California. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, at some point, we're going to have to wake up. And I'm not saying not to be a Democrat. I'm just saying every situation that I've researched that holds our community down has been put in place by the Democratic Party. I'm not a Republican. I could care less about them. But the people that put us in the position that we are and try to hold us in the position that we're in is the Democratic Party. Y'all gotta, at some point, realize that. realize it. The thing about it, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to end. The Democratic Party thrives off people being poor. They want to give you Section 8. They want to give you welfare. They want to give you government-funded programs or whatever so that you become dependent on them. So if you build your lifestyle around all of that Section 8, welfare, democratic programs, and handouts, you are less likely to have the motivation or teach your kids to have the motivation, and they teach their kids to have the motivation. That way they keep you in a stranglehold long term. But if you ever break free of that as a whole, if we ever break free of that as a whole, which I think we're doing right now, and that's the reason why they imported all of those Afghanistanians. They flew like 80, 90,000 of them in on planes. They are, the border, the southern border is still open. People are walking in, they're dispersing these people throughout the country. Ukrainians, we don't have money for ourselves to do stuff. People in this country need relief. We sending out a lot of resources and money to the Ukraine. What about people that's here? But to my point, Ukrainian refugees are going to be allowed to come in. These people are replacing black people as the primary Democratic voters. That's why the borders are just so open. They need another voter base. The Ukrainians, the Afghanistanians, if that's a word, and everyone that's coming in through our southern border, that's coming in for asylum, the border just walk on in, are going to be the people that's going to need that Section 8, going to need welfare, they're going to need discounts on their child care, and all of these government-funded handouts that the Democrats provide. And they're going to want to keep these people poor for generation after generation after generation and keep voting for them, because the only way they're going to get this stuff is through the Democratic Party. Now, if the Democratic Party was coming in talking about jobs and building factories and building and bringing jobs back to the country, then hey, that's cool. Because now, instead of giving me a handout, you're giving me a job to provide for my damn self. But that's not what they do. They want to keep people poor and keep people needing those handouts in return for votes. And yeah, the thing is, like I said before, we are sensitive about racism because we've been discriminated against for so long in this country. So it's like second nature. Somebody know our triggers. When somebody knows your triggers, they're going to push your buttons and they know how to make you react and move when they say certain words or describe certain scenarios or whatever. I just remember when a few years back before Biden took control, how they had cop killings and police involved shootings on TV every other day, on social media every other day. If you look at the statistics that have unarmed killings of black people and other people, it's still the same. They're just not publicizing it. But it was weaponized to get the last dude out, which he probably shouldn't have been in there anyway, because he was kind of a loose cannon and he had a toxic fan base and voter base. But my thing is this: why are they not publicizing it now like they publicized it then? Because it didn't stop happening. It's still happening. I don't know, man. We just need to